Right, Imnota. Whoops. Hello and good luck. Imnota. Yes, I would like to play first. And I will keep this. I do not wish to mulligan. My 2-drop isn't the greatest 2-drop, but for this situation, thank you, Imnota. But I do have 2, 4, 5, and removal spell. If I draw a red, I do have to just. It relies on me drawing lands, but I feel most of my draws for this is pretty good. Plus, these 3 lands in my heavier colors are something that I'm going to want to be playing. Lead off with the blue and F6 my turn. And welcome back. Green. Alright. Oh, the many things we could be playing. Into a Boros Cluestone. That's fine with me. What I can do is play the white, F6. When is it another creature? You may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. I could just flash this in end of turn if I want to get aggressive. I don't really think I do. I'm going to save it to save one of my creatures. And I think here it's all 3 into Boros Cluestone. It ramps me up so that next turn, if I do draw a land, I have a Steeple Rock. If I don't, Armory Guard. And it looks like my opponent is dirtling just as much as I am. But it's time for a 4-drop in the form of Armory Guard. It keeps me on track, the Boros Cluestone. I'm not set back. It's as if I drew the land, even though I had to tap 3 to play it. Ivy Lane Denizen. That's somewhat unfortunate because my friend can start getting big quick. Agoraphobia. That is something to note. I don't feel there's a point of me attacking because there's not much I can do. I can Mizium Mortars the Ivy Lane Denizen, which I feel might be something worthwhile. I do have so much removal now that Mizium Mortaring it wouldn't be all that bad, and in fact, it's what I'm going to do because if that was the turn 4, there's got to be something in the hand that'll just start getting bigger, and I have 7 pieces of removal, 2 more of which are in my hand. Is it you may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand? And this Karazda Monitor would have been a 4/4, but it's getting Agoraphobia'd. It's actually not getting Agoraphobia'd. Does it get mugged? Mugging isn't really going to do much. And it's a 3/3 trample. It blocks it all day. And I just pass turn. Here what I'm going to do is flash in the Deputy of Acquittals. That way I have Battalion for the Daring Skyjack. Next turn I will mug whatever creature, and then it starts to get the beats on. Windrake is going to die via mugging, because for green I don't see much happening. White. I do not wish to use the ability, and pass turn. Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to pause because yes, Alright, I'm back. I apologize. I missed my turn. What I did was I actually mugged the Windrake and I Agoraphobia'd the Karazda Monitor, so that I could attack in for 8. And I'm gonna hit, and I'm back. See, I do have 6 up now, but I believe I wanna hold back the Aetherling because removal spell will hurt the Aetherling a lot. and it does give my opponent the chance to draw it. I really don't want that to happen. So I actually want the Steeple Rock out now. 4, 5, because pressure in the air is, plus this just eats Nimbus Swimmer and any of the other creatures all day, every day. And I'm not particularly worried about that happening. By that happening, I mean recording. Yes, okay, good. Oh, let's hide. All right. I know my opponent's kind of starved on blue, and I'd rather have another Karazda Monitor. Okay. 3/3 trample with scavenge. Okay. Is it Cluestone? That's going to get played, because then I'll be able to play Aetherling next turn and have up the ability to save it. I think here I still swing. Daring Skyjack could get eaten. Potentially there's a trick in there to be able to kill my Steeple Rock, but I'd rather have the trick taken out now. And Deputy of Acquittals just gets eaten, but I still get Battalion with the Daring Skyjack. And sure, if my friend wants to pump Karazda Monitor to kill, say, Armory Guard, I'm fine with that. And if they end up trading, they end up trading. Good. If they don't, then I gotta... Okay. Okay. Combat damage, they trade. And is it Cluestone? And pass turn. That's interesting. Unless my opponent has something in hand to be able to take care of the Steeple Rock. I don't know if it was necessarily the best choice to get rid of the Nimbus Swimmer. Sapphire Drake. Okay. That's a way to get rid of Steeple Rock. But here I just play out the Aetherling, leave up a blue, pass turn, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Aetherling. I'll just leave open the white because maybe there's some discard in my opponent's hand, and maybe it'll cause them to second guess themselves. But Aetherling will start to be able to get nasty pretty quickly. And America. F yeah. Bane Alley Broker. Okay. My second favorite card after Kingpin's Pet. Oh, I just love all the things you can do with Miss Beautiful. Miss Broker of the Bane Alley. It's interesting art compared to the other ones. It looks more digital than a lot of the other cards. I'm not commenting. I literally did just comment on the art, but I'm not commenting on the art for the sake of commenting on the art. That's what came to mind. If I kill a Karazda Monitor, just scavenges onto what's that? Sure, I will take 3 because there's no point in me worrying about something of that nature. Okay, combat. No, cancel. I would like to make this unblockable, and I would like to begin combat and attack in. Okay. +1, -1. Set it to 5. I'm only going to set it to 5 because there's no point in dumping a ton of mana into it, especially when it doesn't advance my clock anymore. Play a blue because here I can cash in a Cluestone. And I still have the exile ability up. Yep, draw a card, discard a card. It's It's fine with me. At 17 life, I think being conservative here when I've got the board that I have, with Aetherling, just being able to just continually get the beats in, there's no sense in me trying to... Is there any way to pump to something ridiculous? Okay, declare blockers on the Karazda monitor, because they'll just end up bouncing off of each other, and I can take 4. I'm trying to think of some pump that would be able to do an additional 10 damage. I don't think there is one, but Steam Vents, Lava Crew, okay. And I was drawing into some more removal, but I think this was good. Into sideboard. Alright, and we're here. The deck performed the way that it was supposed to do. I, used my Amizium Mortars on that green, the Ivy Lane Denizen didn't end up, probably wouldn't have ended up doing all that much work. I know actually with the Sapphire Drake, the Karazda monitors would have had flying, which would have made it a little bit more difficult, and the 4 power would have been more than Steeple Rock would have been able to deal with. But what do... Glaring Spotlight, I don't know if there's anything that I necessarily want to side out for it. I mean, maybe Mugging isn't quite as good in the way this matchup is going to be going, because I killed a Windrake, sure, but I could have gotten it in to attack more. It's not I don't think that's necessarily what I want to be doing. A Swift Justice, whatever. I don't need another trick when I have all this removal. Boros Rune, not particularly excited. But a Glaring Spotlight, if I get into a kind of stall like this, which I don't know that the deck is going to be able to do, or that my deck actually does. There was some level of stall, but I guess, actually, had I not drawn Aetherling, then the board would have just been stalled out. Because I would have ended up putting on the Agoraphobia on the Drake, Sapphire Drake, and just blocked it. But Glaring Spotlight could just end up getting all of my creatures in. But we'll see. With more of the deck, maybe my opponent will have a faster start, because clearly base Simic wants to try to evolve, and Mugging will be able to do some work there. Alright, and we're here. Alright, now a really interesting hand. I've got my splash quote-unquote color, and I've got 4-drop, 5-drop Mugging. If I was kept to 7, would I like to mulligan? No, I'm fine. Because even if I get just Armory Guard out turn 4, I'll be able to hold off, and my removal suite is awesome enough where I'm not worried about just going all out in that way. F6. And I will gladly play the slow game. I'll gladly play the slow game. Mug, whatever, 2-drop comes out. Maybe not. Maybe after this game, maybe Mugging is more of a sideboard strategy. F6. And the reason I play the planes there is because I want to turn 3 Sunspire Griffin if I don't do anything otherwise. Sunspire Griffin. Perfect stab wound target, but I don't know if my opponent has stab wound. That's going to get mugged, because I just don't want to have to deal with it. Yep. Sorry, Beautiful Mage. Okay. And next turn I have Ward Leader Helix open, Armory Guard, Sunspire Griffin, Runewing. Okay, well, Sunspire Griffin eats Runewing. Street Spasm. 2 creatures without flying you don't control. Meh. Okay. But or is it? Yeah, no, it's Sunspire Griffin. Maybe it would have been more advantageous to play out Armory Guard, but I want to be able to get my attacks in the air. Very well might just end up running the Runewing into the Sunspire Griffin to draw a card. Not the best strategy, but I could see it being done. But only if you saw all of the removal that I had going on here. Karazda Monitor, sure. Yep. Swarming me. To another planes. Now this is just interesting because my opponent's already at 5. I do have a lot of manas open. Begin combat, attack. Sure, if you want to draw a card off your Rune Wing, that's fine with me. Yep. Okay. Because here comes the Armory Guard. That just, your Karazda Monitor and my Armory Guard just bounce off of each other. And I've got removal spell, removal spell, removal spell. Ooh, black. That's kind of scary. When I have removal spell, removal spell, removal spell. I don't know why I'm just so worried about discard, because you're not going to play black just for a discard spell. Interesting playing black for Bane Alley Broker, though. I don't think that card's necessarily... okay. Sure, now I've got a 1/5. Yep. Okay. Keening Apparition. This Haunting Spectre is going to get War Leader Helixed. Alternatively, what I could do is Street Spasm for not very much, for 2, for 1 I could do. Or I can Lobber Crew. Let's go. Honestly, let's attack him for 1. Leave back to bounce off of things. Okay. And I'm going to play out Lobber Crew. Start getting my beats on that way. Oh, Lobber Crew and Keening Apparition. Perfect. Yep. So next turn I can War Leader Helix, the Haunter. Is it target creature player, and I gain 4 life. That way I don't have the stupid debuff. Oh man, debuff, that's not a magic term. Debuff on my creatures. I'm not worried about, ooh, what we got here. Is it the massive board wipe? Nimbus Swimmer, a huge one. A 5/5, okay. Yep, we got a 5/5 Nimbus Swimmer. And you're attacking in for 3. Why would you do that? Because it just bounces. Okay. And to planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to kill the Karazda Monitor because it just onto the Nimbus Swimmer. And I really can't attack. So just Lobber Crew. Lobber Crew. Street Spasm, maybe. Because that way I can War Leader Helix. Street Spasm does end up without flying yet, so I can do it for 4. 2, 3, 4. I can even do it for 5. Doesn't untap my Lobber Crew, but. Or I can do 5, does 3 to it. No, next turn, because then I can attack in with that and do 3 to it. Which is a good enough play for me. Undo, undo. No, while my opponent's tapped out, I might as well do it. Cast on. Because I don't. X for 4. Okay. And it's your go. And end of turn, I can't forget to do Lobber Crew activations. And I will play the slow game. If that's the game that ends up getting dealt to me, I will play it. I'll stall out the board until, an Aetherling happens. Sure, I might get hit for 5 here, but I just leave up Sunspire Griffin to block, and then I can punish Ignorance. War Leader's Helix and block. Declare blockers, yep. And Bane Alley Broker, okay. End of turn. Ooh. Tower Drake, okay. 1 to each opponent. Oh man, 1 to each opponent? Whew. Okay. clinging in enemies that I can't play. Let's F6. F6 and go. Yep. That is going to be unfortunate. Where I mean, my Sunspire Griffin does just eat Tower Drake, but maybe my opponent just doesn't attack with it. Other attackers. Yep, block here. Okay. It's got 2 damage marked on it, and then I hit it for 3, leaving up the War Leader Helix. Because then my War Leader Helix can say kill, choose target player and creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, you got a card to save it, and 1 to each opponent. And a plains. Okay. Okay. Yep, pass turn. Yep, draw a card, exile a card. That's fine. What card did you draw? What is happening here? So much card advantage. Do I War Leader's Helix it? Do I War Leader's Helix the Tower Drake? I don't think so. I can take 2 for a couple turns and not worry about it, because this is just gonna end up saving me. Sluiceway Scorpion. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Autocrew. Yep. I'm not a fan of the Death Touch. Mind Eye Drake without drawing a blue yet. And pass turn. I mean, alternatively, what I can do is block, and then when my opponent tries to scavenge onto something, I War Leader's Helix it, which is actually what I'm going to do. Because my opponent's going to scavenge onto the Tower Drake. I'll block with a Keening Apparition, and just leave this like this. I mean, then again, a 5/5 Trampler is not something to sneeze at. Yep. Going with the attacks. Fine with me. Okay. Keening Apparition. Go for it. Yep. Man, lots of scavengers. It's getting kind of scary. Yeah. Okay. What are you scavenging onto? No? Not scavenging? Scavenging or not? I don't know. Yes, no, maybe so? Scavenge onto the birdie. Oh. Ah, okay. Making use of your card advantage ability. Main phase? No? Okay. 1 to each opponent. Let's draw a blue. Now, I do want War Leader Helix open, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves me 4 for a clinging in enemies. 3, 4. Yes, please. Yep. And pass turn. It will start getting hairy with scavenge onto, say, a Karazda Monitor. But yep. Okay. But I don't know if I'm seeing my opponent's entire deck. 17 cards left. It's gonna take a while before my opponent gets quote unquote milled out. Golgari Cluestone. Okay. Oh, whoa, I don't like how that happened. See that? Nope, 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 nope. Yep. That's quite ugly, actually. Well, guess we're gonna be tiny for a little while. Hey guys, I got this really cool dance. It's called Dance of the Magic. Instead of the safety dance, do the magic dance. Do the magic dance. I'm such a child. Oh, whoops. Okay. Alright. Karazda Monitor. I think I can War Leader Helix it, because it does end up blanking my opponent's turn. Now, it does mean that 3 coins, why I call them coins, I don't know, can go onto the birdie. Why I call it a birdie, I don't know. But that is what's going to end up happening. Okay. Oh, I mean, Tower Drake, what is it, 5 cards? Yep, sure, I take 2. Yep. So much removal, so little time. And step. Robber Crew. 1 to each opponent. I'll do 1 damage a turn. Into another blue. 2, 3, 4, 5. Mind Eye Drake. Yep, evolve. Oh, that's cool. I forgot about that. Okay. Yep. Alright. So, take up my opponent's entire turn, but scavenge can happen onto the birdie. And then at that point I'm taking 7, and it turns into a 2-turn clock. Yep. Scavenge away. Onto the birdie. Onto the other Karazda Monitor. Okay. So is it a... would have been a 5-4? 5-4. So this becomes a 6-6. Okay. If I triple block it, he can only kill 1. Okay. It's definitely going to kill the Mind Eye Drake. That's fine, because if my opponent wants to blank 3 turns to do something like that. Yep. Oh, you want to kill the Armory Guard. That's interesting. Yep. Robber Crew, 1 to each opponent. Now, I just need to draw, another one of any of my other couple of removal spells. So what else do I have? I already played Mugging, Street Spasm, Punish the Enemy. I've got the other, Mizium Mortars. Island is more than fine too. Is it better to start getting aggressive? Because then this turns into a 5-5, it's a 3-turn clock. If I attack here, puts him down to 7, down to 6, down to... Begin combat? Yeah, it's actually better to just be aggressive. Yep. We already know it's going to scavenge, and I'm not going to be able to do much in the way of blocking anyway. It'll just eat my Mind Eye Drake. So the way I'm going to win is by doing enough damage to kill my opponent. And Experiment 1, sure. That's fine. That doesn't worry me. Because my clinging enemies will block it forever. I'm sure Karazda Monitor onto it, but why would you not just put it on the flyer? Very, very ballsy doing it here. Sapphire Drake. Okay. Ah, 2/2 flyer. Okay. I see what's happening there. Yep, swinging for 2. Fine with me. Yep. Alright, well, definitely can't be aggressive now, because my die Drake just bounces off Sapphire Drake. Sage Road Denizen. I'll play it. I just mill strategy now is really what's happening. Nope, just gotta stay alive in order to gotta stay alive long enough to either know my opponent by playing blue things. That's actually not gonna happen. 5 cards will put it down to 9. A draw. It's gonna be at least 5 draws, and then I have to play like 3 blue creatures. Not gonna happen. That's okay. Starting to get down on time. You know, mugging is actually looking less and less of a good card. On the play though, I could see it getting work done. Ooh. Oh no. Return card to hand. Okay. And lots of flyers. Lots of flyers. Street Spasm isn't quite as cool as it looked like it was going to be. But, you know, I'd rather have it than not. Ivy Lane Denizen. Okay. Yep. Very interesting. Not just trying to go for the kill. Sure. Yeah, it does end up making the creatures bigger, but I feel on some level you just have to go for it. Because, I mean, what's going to end up happening is I'm just, you know, I have Aetherling, and I have a lot of removal. I think it might be safe to say that I've got more. I block the, okay. Color blockers, block the Mind Eye Drake onto the Sapphire Drake, because I'd rather save 4 damage than save 3. I don't think it necessarily affects the clock all that much. No, actually it's a 3-turn clock, it's a 4-turn clock there. Sure, if you have a pump spell, fine. Use it. Swift Justice? Okay. Yep. Mill 5. What we got? Okay. Wasteland Viper, Krasda, Monitor. Damn, how many Krasda monitors? 3? Beautiful Mage, Scab Clan, Golgari, whatever this is called. Smite. Oh, and I forgot to do my thing there. Forgot about Smite. Okay, declare attackers and pass turn. My opponent would have been down to 5. I don't know if it would help, because I'm going to take 7, 8, 9 here. Yeah, I'm just dead. Getting quite dangerous. Dangerously low on your totals there. Now, if I do have the Swift Justice or something, it's woo, rough. Yeah, very interesting. Not traditional Simic, but just getting a bunch of value later on. Why are you playing out your creatures like that? Beautiful Mage, sure. Yep, sure. And the Rubbins, that's fine. I'm just letting my opponent take time now because my opponent I did take more time in game 1. My opponent's taking considerably more time now. Yep, sure. Combat damage, 1 to each opponent. Would have been at 4. Yep, draw a card. Agoraphobia, that would have been cool. Alright, well, now we know. Alright, well, these things happen. Is there anything else I might want to play? Oh, Beck Call would have been pretty sweet. Just chumpers. Do I want to play Glaring Spotlight? Is that something that's going to be able to win me the game? More so than a Mugging. Mugging is not quite as good against this opponent, but it does get rid of some of those pesky 2-drops, Loose Way Scorpion, but do I necessarily want to be killing them? Not really. Glaring Spotlight, on the other hand, I might be able to get to the type of board presence where I'm able to attack, but I do have considerable amount of defenders, and no, I think I keep it the way that it is, and let's go to game 3. Yes, I would indeed like to play first. Oof. No, this is a mole. It takes, I do have, I mean, 1 land, but no, I think this is a mole. This is actually a fine hand, because I have 2 3-drops, both my 2 colors, one of which is the quote-unquote splash. Lead with blue, and F6. Sagro Denizen to get beats in is what I'll lead with. Nisium Mortars. Red, sure. F6. Because it is just solid 3 colors, it's funny going from, I don't know, what am I going from? Oh, and I draw the double whites. Well, that's not great, but not terrible. Yep. I will be fine drawing land here. Beetleform Mage, that's getting Nisium Mortars. Yep. It's actually getting mugged. Because mugging pretty much only kills the Beetleform Mage. And Nisium Mortars is just way better. It's unfortunate I didn't draw a land there, because I'm a little bit behind. But let's see if I can kind of come back from it. I do have, removal spell. It's been so much better as a land of any sort. But I take what I can get. Crossed a Monitor, sure. Yep. Land. Agoraphobia. Cast the Nisium Mortars on there. Begin combat, declare attackers. Just need to start getting in. I mean, I do have Agoraphobia, Lobber Crew backup. For when things start getting hairy. My opponent is already up to 5 mana. What is this, a Sapphire Drake here? Nightveil Hunter. Okay. Yep. 4. Yeah, it's interesting that it doesn't have. No, it would be too good if it had flying, actually. Not looking too great, but Lobber Crew it is. Yep. Pass turn. F6. Oh, it's -5/-0. That's really good. Golgari Kieran. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to 6 mana. Ooh. Beetleform Mage. Yep. It's fine with me. Okay. Yep. Boros Cluestone. 1, 2, 3. There's a 2. 3. Boros Cluestone. This turns into 4. Agoraphobia on that. And pass turn. Here we go. Alright, we're in for the long game. I have a feeling my opponent might take longer. So, it's fine with me. Sapphire Drake. Yep. Punish the enemy. That's unfortunate that it doesn't get played here. And can't forget Lobber Crew. 1 damage to each opponent. Skyrock Mark. So with toughness 2 or less. Okay. Lobber Crew into white. Skyrock Mark. Okay. And let's pass turn. Oh, I mill. I forgot about that. Ooh, Dinrova Horde. Didn't see that yet. Yep, pass the turn. Might just return, replay. Because I can return this to my hand, replay it on, say, the Sapphire Drake, attack in. It can block. We haven't seen any tricks, really. Sure, attack with your bird. Yep. Because I don't want to lose my agoraphobia. And just keep going from there. Because then my opponent will have to keep replaying it. I mean, sure. Ooh, actually, that would not be the greatest idea, because returning agoraphobia would mean that it would then be able to have flying, be able to block, and kill Skyrock Mark. End step. 1 to each opponent. Okay. Ooh, bet call. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Yeah, there's not much I want to play here. Just pass the turn. Could block the Sapphire Drake with the Skyrock Mark, and then punish the enemy. And then these are going to continually bounce off of each other. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still bricking on lands. Fido Burst. Okay. Yep. Attacking in for 8. 8, 9, 10, 11. No, that's 12, 13, 14, 15. Declare attackers. Let's declare blockers here, here, and here. Okay. Yes, Skyrock Mark. I'm sorry you had to go down in the blaze of glory in such a way, but okay, 1 damage to each opponent, sure. Okay. Gains Death Touch. That's... Yep, declare blockers, and let's punish the enemy. Choose target player, choose that. 4, 5. Yep. Okay. Oh, perfect. And my 1/1s cast call. Yep. Now, if my opponent draws a land, scavenging onto from across the monitor onto anything else, it's unfortunate. Oh, I can't kill it. That sucks. Maybe oh yeah, this is not going to be pretty. I mean, maybe I played removal too early. There's the potential that I did that. Yep, scavenge. Okay. Sure, 6/6 with trample. Is there anything that I can do to survive? 6 with trample, just chump. Chump. Okay. Chump. Chump. Just take 6. Yep. Take 6. Or take 5. 6. Okay. Dang Skyjack. Not going to be able to do anything. Well, that was exciting. Did I play my removal out a little bit too early? Maybe. What was Mizium Mortars? Creatures you don't control. Still wouldn't have been able to play it like for the overload, but I could have onto this thing. Would it have mattered all too much? I don't think so. But hey, you never know. One. Turn it to owner's hand. See if I can survive. Oh, actually, it just turns this into a creature and I'm done. Pass turn. Go. And there's not much I'd be able to do otherwise. Lightning Helix will save me, but Beautiful Mage, create a flyer, block, block, block. I take one. Yep. GG. Well, good game. See ya. See you next time.